So basically, I get paid around $31.49. Obviously, they gotta take out taxes, benefits, 401k, any investments, insurance, and so on and so forth. Nobody likes that, but yeah. I think pre-tax I get about almost 23 to 2,500. Then it comes out after tax deductions around 18 something. I'll put it here on the screen. So yeah, like what I do, I am a surgical tech. So as a surgical tech, I basically build the rooms at a hospital of setting up surgeries, getting the instruments, the supplies, the gowns, gloves, ready for the surgeons and residents so they could complete the surgery, moving the patient to the other bed, getting the correct medications. And I'm in the Philadelphia area. And the Philadelphia area, like the city area, is like they tend to pay higher because, like, you're in a city, you're not in a rural area that may pay a little lower. But, like, once you're like in the city areas, you get paid a little more. I'm just a normal person, working 9 to 5, but this is not my end all be all. I'm using my 9 to 5 to fund things outside of the hospital. Me and my wife, YouTube channel, we already got monetized, and like under a year we got monetized, and the channel is going crazy. I'll put it right here on the screen. It's Rico and Becky. We're gonna get 10K subscribers before the end of the year. Definitely, probably way more than that. We're already almost at 2,000 subscribers, and we already monetized. We're going through the application process and everything. Like, I'll show you everything on the screen. And what gets me is, like, at this job, a lot of people work here for 20, 25 plus years, and this is all they have. If something goes south, they're done. If a doctor loses their job, their whole 300K house, their whole $1 million house, their whole fortune is doomed. Yeah, they may have another job, but a lot of people just build their identity based off, their 9 to 5. I'm human. I have identity outside. I have identity in Christ. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of people that's just miserable, like day in and day out. They don't want to be here. They went 4 to 6 years for a degree, 15 years for a degree, and they're miserable. They don't want to be here. If they wanted to do something else, they would have did it. But I guess easy way out per se, the book way out, the I guess the matrix or the system way out. They're subjected to a schedule. They gotta wake up. They're burnt out. They're tired. And I don't want to be like that. I'm young. I have opportunity to spend more time with my wife and my family and invest for future generations, so they gonna have free time and they know what it's like to have free time. But I'm just, documenting my regular life. Like, I know, like, as a man too, like, you have to provide and have that pressure of providing and stuff like that. But I know God, he supplies. Like, if he provides for the birds, he provide for us. I'm going to be shortening my hours pretty soon so I can focus more on my YouTube channels and put more hours in, but still getting some checks and benefits on the side. Like, I'm thinking about going per diem so I could focus more on this YouTube channel and all my other YouTube channels and connect with brands and partnerships. So I could just have more time. I love working. I'm blessed, and I get to provide for my wife and my household and my family members around me. But if I don't get to spend time with them, what more? Like, do I want to be at work all day? Or if I have a future generation of children, do I want the school system to raise them? Do I want the daycare to raise them? No. So I am using like social media and my tools, and I'm investing outside using my 9 to 5 to invest stocks. I'm using it to invest so I could free up my time, and everything. So literally, that's all. I'm a surgical tech, just trying to expand and become business minded. But yeah, I'm super blessed. It's hard for even a person to monetize one channel, so, but I'm blessed to have 2 channels. I got a monetized TikTok. I got 2 monetized TikToks, and I got a third coming. And then me and my wife got some more coming. So I'm just abundantly blessed, and I have to come in this next season when I go per diem of the Lord providing for me rather than just relying on my own self. Yeah, I could work hard, get money, put a lot of hours in, but I have to rely on God to provide for me. I'm not gonna make no dumb, stupid decision. I'm gonna have it strategic. I'm gonna have a plan. but this is going to be a season of trusting in God, and if you want to come along with the journey as I shorten my hours and stuff like that and invest in different businesses and avenues around my job and using my 9 to 5, here with me, but like, comment, subscribe. That's what I do.